Welcome back, Focus Learners. Today's explainer is it's an absolute gold mine. We are literally unlocking the secrets of the official Instagram Algorithm 2026 Video Creation Guide. If you've been banging your head against the wall trying to figure out exactly what the platform prioritizes right now and how to craft content that the system actively wants to push, well, you're in exactly the right place. We're taking the raw data and executive summaries from the 2026 guide and transforming the whole shebang into a highly structured visual roadmap just for you.
It's the ultimate creator question, isn't it? Why do some videos go massively viral while others totally flop? Look, we've all been there. You spend 12 straight hours editing an absolute visual masterpiece. You meticulously color grade every single frame. You proudly hit publish, and crickets. Absolutely zero traction. Meanwhile, a super simple video right next to yours suddenly pulls 1 million views. It's incredibly frustrating. But what if I told you it's not random at all? Consider this explainer your ultimate cheat code to finally understanding the math behind the magic.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our extremely practical roadmap for today, guiding you all the way from understanding the rules to hitting publish. First, the 2026 algorithm unlocked. Second, the viral video framework. Third, the 24-hour launch strategy. And finally, we'll wrap up with the keys to sustainable growth.
So, jumping right into Section 1, the 2026 algorithm unlocked. And listen, the biggest mindset shift you've got to make right now is realizing the algorithm is not your enemy. It's not some malicious force trying to hide your content. It's really just a highly sophisticated lock waiting for the right key.
And the executive summary actually gives us those literal keys. Let's break down these 3 core ranking factors. First up is relevance. The algorithm needs to know exactly who to show your video to, right? You signal this by using targeted keywords and super specific niche hashtags. Next, we have profile searches. The system absolutely loves it when a video prompts someone to search for your page. You can drive this by creating curiosity-inducing teaser content. And third, watch time. This is absolutely crucial. You literally must create content that retains viewers all the way to the very end of the video.
Now, what's really interesting about this is a distinctly different ranking factor called session time. Honestly, it's a critical metric that so many creators completely overlook. See, watch time is just about keeping them on your specific video, but session time, that's about keeping audiences engaged and watching more content on the app as a whole. Think about it. If your video is the reason a user stays on Instagram for an extra 20 minutes, the algorithm is going to heavily reward your account.
All right, moving on to Section 2. The viral video framework. We know what the algorithm wants, so now let's talk about how to construct the actual asset to satisfy those rules.
Here is your 5-step pipeline for building highly engaging reels, and we need to move briskly here. Step 1 is the hook. You have exactly 0 to 3 seconds to grab them. If they swipe away here, your watch time completely tanks. Step 2, immediately state the problem your viewer is facing. Step 3, introduce your solution. Step 4, show them the actual result of that solution. And finally, Step 5, hit them with a strong call to action or CTA. This precise structure locks the viewer into a narrative and dramatically increases the odds they watch to the very end.
But to make that framework really perform, you have to execute on these Reels best practices. The whole design philosophy here is aggressively mobile first. That means you're always using a vertical format. You've got to include subtitles because so many users watch with the sound off. You need fast-paced editing to constantly keep their visual attention engaged. And all of this has to be wrapped in clear storytelling. Fast edits without a story, that just causes viewer fatigue. But fast edits paired with our 5-step framework, that aligns perfectly with exactly what the 2026 algorithm desires.
Which brings us to Section 3, the 24-hour launch strategy. This is the final polish phase, focusing on what happens the exact moment you are ready to launch your content to the world.
And this brilliantly illustrates the perfect hashtag recipe recommended by the 2026 guide. It's a strategic mix divided into 3 equal slices. 1/3 of your tags should be niche hashtags. That secures the high relevance we talked about earlier. Another third should be medium competition hashtags for steady reach. And the final third? Those are your relevant trending hashtags, which give you a shot at a massive algorithmic push.
Okay, right before you launch and immediately after, you need to run through this vital checklist. You've got your strong hook, clear value, and high retention potential? Check. Strategic hashtags and keywords in place? Check. Strong CTA? Yep. Now, once it's live, you need to focus on incredibly fast comment responses to spark meaningful interactions early on. Ensure you have a profile visit trigger in your caption or video, and make sure the core message is highly shareable content. Executing this checklist in those first 24 hours, it's like lighting a massive signal fire for the algorithm.
All right, let's take a breath as we enter our final section, Keys to Sustainable Growth. We're moving from micro-tactics back to macro concepts here.
We've covered a lot of rapid-fire tactics today. So the crucial point is this. While all these structural cheat codes and launch strategies absolutely work, and they do, they're multipliers. They aren't a replacement for quality. The executive summary of the 2026 guide makes it crystal clear that sustainable growth always relies on consistency. It relies on audience-focused content that delivers true, tangible value. The algorithm's ultimate goal is to generate meaningful engagement. If your content genuinely serves your audience, the algorithm will naturally serve you.
So you now possess the exact parameters of the 2026 Instagram algorithm. You know how to structure your hook, perfectly balance your hashtags, and trigger that all-important session time. The lock has been opened and your blueprint is ready. The only question left is, what will you create next? I challenge you to take this masterclass, apply it to your very next upload, and just watch what happens. Until next time, keep learning, keep creating, and stay focused.